Hello everyone, Sheek here with another Transformers review, and today I'll be reviewing Studio Series 86 Blurr. As you can see, he is from Transformers the movie. There he is in his lovely box. Lovely artwork, same as on the front. Product shots, 18 steps. Big screen inspired scaled detailed backdrop. Battle of Autobot City. And there we have him again, but much closer. And that's about it for the packaging. Now let's go ahead and open him up, shall we? Let's go ahead and just look at the figure. Let's get him out of his bondage. Bonds, yes. Is it clip? Come on. Clip. Clip. And I believe that's all of them. And spring them out, spring them loose, without sending them flying, hopefully. There we are. Okay, out, and go ahead and get his gun out. And let's go ahead and clear off the junk. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at this artwork, shall we? Oh, and instructions, and don't eat this. Okay. Anyway, here it is. As you can see, it is a backdrop of Autobot City being attacked by the Decepticons. And then we can place Blurr right up here. Away from the action, I guess, because it looks like everything's happening kind of away from him. But anyway, that is the backdrop. And here's an instruction booklet. Let's check to make sure there isn't anything that I need to do to get him the rest of the way in robot mode, like Jazz. It's easy. Jazz, cup, right there. Instructions. And shows you what you can do with his accessories. And for his accessories, we have I'm not sure what that is. Maybe a welder or something like that. Done in a white plastic, unpainted, or an oil can. I really don't know what this is supposed to be, but it's something that he has. And then here is his blaster. Nice mold, nice design. I think it looks kind of cool, except it is just plain white plastic. I mean, there's not much else to say about it. And then here we have Blurr himself. That head sculpt is actually really nice. Definitely very G1. And then, of course, here's his antenna, I guess. Looks really cool, real sleek. And he actually has some light piping. Let me see if I can get a flashlight real quick. Alright, so as you can see here, light piping. I don't know how many of the other Studio Series figures have it, but he's one of the only ones that I've seen recently that seems to actually have it. But as you can see, he has bright blue eyes. Okay, and of course there's a little bit of yellow on his forehead. I mean, it's just a really interesting design. I mean, it's not necessarily, definitely not as sleek and streamlined as, say, like the design of animated Blurr, but it's, I guess, sleek for what were previously very blocky robots. Alright, his head is on a ball joint. Can swivel all the way around. Full 360. His arms can, oh boy. Probably, I don't know if that's just due to transformation. Might be, might not. Can go out that far. They can, of course, rotate all the way around this way. The bend 90 degrees at the elbow. Elbow swivel, which might be more for transformation. Not sure. Wrist looks like it kind of swivels, but more for transformation, it looks like, because the wrist is connected to this vehicle mode piece. So yeah, it doesn't really look like he's gonna has very much hand articulation there. Not that doesn't look bad. Not that looks really bad or anything, but it could have been engineered a little bit better. Probably, maybe. I don't know. Well, I guess considering that this design, as far as I can tell, doesn't involve him using the front of the car like a shield, like on the original and the Titans Returns version. So maybe that's why it's the way it is. But considering that that is the case, I would suppose it's not as bad as it could be. Anyway, yeah, out that far. His waist does have a swivel, but oh well, I guess that back doesn't really get in the way, so that's all. That's not too bad. His like he can do the full splits, although his crotch kind of gets in the way of that, I guess. Forward that far, backwards. If you go at an angle backwards that far, about 90 degrees at the knee, thigh swivel, and then of course ankle tiltage. And that's about it for his articulation. So let's go ahead and, I guess, apply his accessories. There we go. And there we go. And there he is. And then we'll get on the transformation in a bit. Alright, now to go ahead and get him into his car mode, or hover car? I think it's hover car because it doesn't have any wheels. Anyway, first things first, you want to take up the back of the car, front of the car, right here, off his back, up over his head, flip his chest around, and as you can see up here, there's a little tab that it sits over. It clicks into place, and then, focus, you pull this up, which turns out to be actually a little car seat, which is pretty cool, and then essentially flip these over. I mean, it says in the instructions to actually lift it all the way up, but you really don't have to. I mean, as it moves out of the way, so you just do that. Rotate around like that. Rotate. Pull out like that. Pull out like that. Then you want to untab these, right, like this. Then rotate them down. And then you want to open up his legs by untabbing them, like that. Then you pull his feet down, flip out the, I don't know, I guess kind of like a futuristic car spoiler. I really don't know exactly what it's supposed to be, but it looks really cool nonetheless. But pop that open, pull down the foot, then close it, pull it, or flip it around the rest of the way. Around, then you want to tab it together. It should snap together like that. Then kind of just fiddle around to get everything lined up. Rotate the feet or the legs around, or the shins, I guess, around. Get them to clip into place. You can do this. You did it before. There we are. There we go. Got that line. Now it should clip into place. There we are. Make sure that snaps into place again. Good. Make sure it's all lined up. There we are. Clipped. Then we got the back done. You want to tab the feet in right there. Right here. There we go. Now it's all tabbed in there. And then you want to bring back the arms like this. You want to tab this in right here. Tab this in right here. And there isn't, and then there's a tab that goes, well, never mind, that's actually for something else. Anyway, tab that in, clip that in, pull this back, just like the other side, have it and then snap it into place. Make sure everything's all nice and squozen. And then there we are. There we have him in his hover car mode. At least I'm presuming it's a hover car because I don't see any wheels, fake wheels, anything like that. But I mean, there are some hollow bits underneath. But that's a really nice car. I mean, it looks like oh, come on, that must have folded back down. Make sure the seat is still up. Yeah, but he is a nice futuristic sporty car. I mean, he looks really nice. And then for get back here. Then for storage, underneath you can place his gun on this tab right here, like that, and then his whatever this thing is right here, like that. And then you have a big old gun sticking out of the front of a car. I mean, you can do it if you want to, but in my opinion, it's just an excuse for weapon storage. As I mean, realistically, if you're storing this toy figure somewhere, you're probably not going to have it stored like that. But there we go, and there you have Transformers Studio Series 86 Blurr. And if you like this video and you'd like to see more, please click that like and subscribe button to see more. And until next time, have a good one.